Well, the weather has sort of changed our plans. Although it's sunny at the moment, which it wasn't supposed to be, but it is now, but it's supposed to be raining again a little later. So it's kind of messed up my plans of what I was going to do, I can't do, but we're going to do something. So let's get going. My name is Jonathan, and I'm a caregiver for my wife Lynn, who has a permanent brain injury. Things are different now, but we're doing the best that we can. Join us as we experience the Lynn life. Alright, we're actually doing some errands. I just dropped Justin off. I told him I'd drop him off because I had a few errands to do. He's getting his hair cut. He's walking in right there to the Gentleman's Corner Barber Shop. His hair is pretty long, so he's getting that done, and I got a couple errands to do in between, so I'm going to do that. Then after that, I'm going to bring you over to what I was going to do, which would be a nice setting, and I was going to do with Justin, but we're definitely going to do it later. We're going to do it eventually. That's a surprise, I guess. We'll go there in a few minutes. Well, the rain has arrived, and this is actually the next day. Justin and I were actually on our way to this location yesterday, and I got a phone call from a client who asked me if I would help him out. It's a car dealership, and he needed a car relocated for like a dealer trade. And he said he'd pay me, and could I drive the car out to where it had to go and then drive another one back, and I agreed to do it. So that's what I spent the yesterday afternoon doing. About 4 or 5 hours of driving, but I'm done. So yesterday afternoon, actually most of that drive yesterday I spent in the rain. The rain did come, and it's raining now. So Justin and I are continuing what I was going to shoot yesterday. And this is where we are. I'm on the New York State Canal system. What's behind me is actually referred to now as the Erie Canal. It's not the original Erie Canal, really. I used to refer to this as the Barge Canal, but it's reverted back to its original name of the Erie Canal. And actually, a little farther back, that's Lock 20, one of the locks, and on the other side of the road is a very nice park. And on nice days you could go out and actually watch boats go through the lock. The original Erie Canal was built or started being dug around 1817, and I think finished in 1825, which means, and it's still in use today. So, which means it's been being used continuously for almost 200 years, and I think that makes it the largest continuously used transportation system in North America, maybe? Something like that. Don't hold me on that completely, but it's something like that. Looking the other direction, you see some canal maintenance equipment. Looks like that's actually a dredging unit. We'll take a closer look at that. That's actually a dredging unit to dig up all the sludge at the bottom of this canal, which eventually starts to fill in. So in order to keep this passable for boats and everything, they have to continuously keep, digging that stuff up. And that's what that is. And this canal goes for over 300 miles. It goes from Albany all the way to Buffalo. 300 and some odd miles. Now, it's much larger now. And in some areas, even wider than this. This is actually one of the narrowest areas of this particular canal. But in other areas, it's very, very wide. The original Erie Canal was very, very narrow. And I believe only about 4 feet deep. And there are areas along a trail. And that's what I want to talk about, is the trail. But there's areas along that trail that actually show the original Erie Canal, which is no longer being used. It's still there. And it's only about 4 feet deep, and I think only 40 feet wide. And the original canal, they used a tow path, and the barges were towed by mules. And as the years went on, the canal has been updated a couple times. The most recently was back around, I think it was around World War I, and that's where the canal that we're looking at right now was finished, and there is no longer a tow path. Justin's actually helping me out here with an umbrella. He has an umbrella over me right now. But what's over here to my left is a paved path. And this is actually a jogging and bicycling path. And it goes along the entire canal now. Now there are a couple areas where you have to go out onto a road, but most of the canal now at this point follows the canal itself, and you don't have to deal with automobiles in any way. So it makes a really terrific place to do some bicycling, and that's what I wanted to do. That's what's been postponed because of the weather, and there's no sign of this stuff, this rain easing up, other than this Saturday. It's the only day that it's not going to rain in the foreseeable future. So we'll get to it eventually. Justin and I have gone many, many, many miles along this path before. One trip we went, I think, a little over 50 miles all in one day. But it's very interesting. I really like the history that you're going by. It's very scenic. And you don't have to deal with automobiles during most of the trip. And it's flat. It's flat. I really like the fact that it's flat. Parts of it are paved. This area, is paved. It's a good section of this that's paved. Other areas, it might be crushed stone or something like that. But it's well maintained. It's in good shape. So definitely looking forward to doing some bicycling along this path along the New York State Canal system. This is what I was talking about. This is the dredging unit. I believe it not only digs, but it also sucks up all the debris at the bottom, all the sludge, the dirt, the mud, whatever, and we'll put it on another barge and they deposit it somewhere else. But it's interesting. It's not something you see every day. Well, I think that's going to do it for the canal for today. But we'll revisit the canal and its bicycling paths at a future date. And until then, we'll see you next time on The Lynn Life.